Hello everybody, my name is Zen and you are watching GLHF episode number 23, where today we're looking at the Awesomenauts PC beta. I just gotta say this game is amazing and I probably should just end the video there. That's all you need to know. Just go get it when it comes out. It's awesome. It's amazing. But I guess in more depth I will explain it. You need to know that this is all pre-recorded footage. This is me selecting my character, selecting a skill build that I can use throughout the game. Now, put that aside for a moment. We'll get back to all of this. I'm just going to hop into a game and explain it to you. So what is Awesomenauts? Well, Awesomenauts is another version of a Dota or a MOBA game or whatever you want to call it. So it's like League of Legends or Heroes of New Earth or Dota 2. It's like all those games. So if you've played it, you automatically know exactly what it's like. You know exactly what to expect, except the fact that it's a 2D side-scroller, and when you spawn in, every time you spawn, you get to come down this little drop pod and collect money on your way down, which is awesome, and I'll get more into that throughout the video and what I think about all that. You got your basic shop where you can buy things. You don't buy items, you buy skills and upgrades instead of buying, you know, an item build that makes you more powerful. You just level up your skills and whatnot, or you level up different things about your character, which is another thing I'll have to go into depth with. It's complicated in the fact that it's just like any other MOBA game you've ever played, except it's not. I know that's it's weird. It's one of those contradicting things that actually makes sense. So you can see 2D side-scroller. It is definitely focused on platforming and skill-based shots and whatnot. Now, I've actually only played this character once. I decided to try him randomly on a whim, because that's what I felt like playing, so you're going to see really bad play from me at the beginning, and then as I learn the character at the end of the game, you'll see really good play, where I'm able to score some pretty sweet kills. And some of the guys on our team aren't that great, but they have the same problem. This game is put into a 3v3 mode, naturally, so we have 3 people on their team, or on our team, and they have 3 people on their team. But the thing is, that you need to know, is the game is also drop in and drop out. So if I needed to go, like if my internet disconnected me, or if my dog threw up and I had to go clean it up, and that's happened to me before while playing League of Legends, believe it or not, then I have to go, you know, and that's okay. So what you would do in this situation, you just disconnect. You're not letting down your team at all, because it's drop in and drop out. In the fact that when I leave, it'll replace me with a bot. Not just any bot. The bots are actually fairly decent, so it's not like you would always prefer a player, but the bots are going to be able to hold their own, at least until another player joins, and that's the good part, is players can always take your spot if you have to leave. And when you come into a game, you join in with a ton of money, which is what happened when I spawned in here. I joined into a game that was already going on. My poor team probably wasn't doing too well. They have a really good Froggy G, which is the guy I'm trying to kill now. That was really frustrating, dying like that. And they were just getting owned, pretty much. My team was getting terribly owned. And that happens sometimes. But it's not like I'm going to get all frustrated about it, because I know if I really want to, I could just leave this game and join another one. Or join up with my friends, where I don't expect this kind of thing to happen. So it's almost more casual in that fact. You don't seem to rage as much in this game as you do in League of Legends and stuff, almost because you don't feel like you're wasting your time because you have to be there. And that's just one of the weird things. And another thing that makes this more enjoyable with is the fact that while you're spawning, you saw me just drop right in. Like, it takes a couple seconds sometimes to get into the pod and drop in, but the second you start dropping, your goal is to pick up this money across the ground. The silver ones are money and the gold ones are money. That's, the gold ones typically come from the mobs like so. The silver ones are just around the map. So when you drop in, you're trying to get the silver solar, is what it's really called. Trying to get as much money as possible. So while you're doing that, the best part is you don't have time to sit there and type to your team about how awful they're doing, you know? So it almost encourages you to not rage when you die. Like when you have a terrible death. Sometimes you can type out something real quick, but you're not sitting there just raging to your team. And that's a problem with League of Legends and Han and Dota and all that, is that when you die, you have like 40 seconds to sit there and just think and dwell on what happened. And it makes you rage out pretty quickly. So, now that I've kind of gone into more detail on that, the last thing I need to talk about is when you come into a game, you pick your character. There isn't many characters out yet, but they're constantly updating the game, which is really awesome. This is still in beta, so if you see any weird issues happening, that's what it is. I don't really need to say that. You guys are smart enough to figure that out. But this is already out on the console, and they've updated it quite a few times there. There's more characters and stuff coming. Awesome. But when you create your, or when you choose your character, you choose, instead of like a rune page or anything like that, you just choose a skill page, and that will stay, and you can alter it every time you go into a new game. But what that allows you to do is it allows you to buy different upgrades to your skills that you want. So you don't buy items, as I was saying. You don't buy like a BF sword or something like that increases your damage. Rather, you open up the shop like so, and I'm just blowing through that because I know exactly where everything is because I kind of memorized it. But what you're doing is you're buying minor upgrades, like plus damage to like my left click ability there, or adding another bomb to my little TNT things that I'll throw in a second, or making my bowl that I shoot out that like rushes the target be bigger and do more damage and stuff and last longer. So you're just upgrading your stuff mildly, and then there's like a passive thing that you can do, like you can upgrade your health, you can upgrade your movement speed, you can upgrade like to the point where you can get solar over time, which is the currency. Now you see me here trying to come back defending our turrets as you would in like League of Legends or anything like that, but this team is fairly decent we're coming up against, and at this point in the game you've seen nothing but bad play from me. But about right here-ish is when I start figuring it out, you know, when I start going, oh okay, I need to use this ability in combination with this. And towards the end of the game, their Froggy G doesn't give me quite as many headaches, and I get some good revenge moments, which is like the most satisfying thing. But this game it's just so much fun. Like you could see clearly that it's got a good style, it has character, it's got this announcer that's always telling you kind of what's going on, so you're never guessing who almost got eaten by the Kraken. And I don't know. I can't really explain it as much as I would love to. Like it's too much for words, but the game is just amazing. It's so compelling and fun to play that I don't think I'll really ever go back to playing League of Legends. I mean, it's that simple. Like, this game is so much more fun, in my opinion. I don't ever feel like I'm frustrated, even when this Froggy G character was just killing me over and over. Like, I wanted to finally kill him, so this is me like, okay, look, I got this, run away. I almost got him, and then I died, you know? But I'm not sitting there like punching my screen like I would be in League of Legends, you know, like throwing the mouse across the room. It's just not something that happens. And then you even get this fun little thing when you die that you get to drop in on. It's just like, I don't know. I probably am over-exaggerating a little bit about how much I'll probably never play League of Legends again, but I think games that take a genre, like the existing Dota genre, which was developed as a mod to begin with, take that genre and alter it and like turn it on its head. I love games that do that, and games that do it well are even better, and this is one of those games that you got to keep an eye on. Right now, their marketing for the game, I think it's just a buy once and then you get everything else for free, so I don't think you ever have to worry about like buying skins or DLC or stuff like that. From what I could tell thus far, it's a one-time purchase and then you're good to go, so that's sweet. But I can't confirm whether or not that's going to continue to be the model, especially on PC. It's really easy to do microtransactions on PC, and I would be happy to buy things for this because it's amazing. The game's going to release at $10 price point, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I read when I was looking at Xbox Live stuff and PlayStation Network stuff, but now that that's all out of the way, we can actually talk about what's going on clearly in the game. So, what's going through my head right now? This Froggy G fella, right, is really annoying. The guy that spins around and like stuns me and crap, so annoying. He's actually voiced by the same guy who does the voice for Bender in Futurama, funnily enough. But that's out, you know, out of topic. We'll get back to that. So my whole goal here is to defend this turret. This is a choke point. They can't get to the thing back there that you see, like the weird glowy yellow core thing. If they destroy that, we lose. So I'm trying to keep them from taking down this turret, because this turret's the only thing keeping us from dying horribly. So my whole goal, aside from protecting this, is to kill Froggy G, because he's the one that's kind of giving us the most problems. So let's upgrade my stuff a little bit. Let's go back to base. Let's see if we can probably purchase more health, maybe. Yeah, that's always good, because the Froggy G guy, he's giving me problems, man. I would love to be, like, able to kill him right off the bat, but I need to upgrade my stuff here and there, because I'm slowly figuring out how to play this character, how to play Lone Star. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to push any chance I get at that bottom tower, because it's easiest to get to on their side. They have all of their towers up at the moment, whilst looking at that little mini-map down in the corner. It is kind of tiny. It's very minimalist. And making sure that they're not attacking this turret. So Frankie G's putting pressure on. I'm going to try to take him out. Let's see if we can throw a couple more of the dynamite sticks at him. Ooh, but that guy's explosion thing, which I hate when I'm against that kind of thing, because it does so much damage, manages to kill him, which is awesome, because now the guy has a respawn time. He has to get back to the battle. Although, it's not good news for us, because we're still getting pushed on this tower. We've got a guy up top. I can see his dot right now. It's their Lone Star, and he's going to try to do the same thing, I'm thinking, because this guy that I'm playing is really good at taking down towers, because you can throw the bull. The bull's going to get attacked by the tower instead of you are. It's whatever's closest to the tower, right? And then I would be able to throw dynamite at the tower, and it does a lot of damage. Can we kill this guy? I think I did it. I did it with barely any HP. See, now you're starting to see, like, oh, okay. Zen's not completely incompetent. He just didn't know what he was doing. Just don't ask. I know it's pretty similar, but I'm trying to learn this character as I go. Like I said, I only played it once before, but I'm figuring out that dynamite thing does so much damage if I can land it. So I'm learning how to land it. You have to, like, hold the button, and it charges it up, and then you can throw it further, or you can just drop it right in front of you, which is very useful. I'm able to use the bull, and I'm not using it to great effect right now, but I am still able to kill this guy, pick up more solar, more money, clean out these minions, and I'm starting to learn as I play. I've only played, at this point of recording this, I've only played probably 20 matches, not a whole lot, and I usually play with Leon, which is a melee type stealthy character. I think we have one on our team, actually. You'll see him running around. So, trying to use the bull to great effect to push him back towards our turret, which that doesn't sound like a great idea, but it at least gives that guy a hard time to get away. So killing their Froggy G, right? At this point, he's probably oh, that was the Leon over there on the shop, by the way, if you were wondering. But killing their Froggy G is probably the most satisfying thing that ends up happening to me in this game, just because every time I come against him, he does this, and he, like, stuns me and knocks me around and all this nonsense. So it's like, okay, try to hit him with the bombs. Okay, I missed. Okay, gosh, okay, run away, get the solar. Okay, now go get him. No, get behind my no, go. Like, that's what's going through my head right now when I'm trying to kill this guy. It's really frustrating. I want to kill him so bad, but I know he's stronger than I am, and he's quite a bit better than I am. So I'm trying to get this guy to help me. Perfect, they're both down here. I'm able to throw down a bomb. I was able to do a little bit of damage. But can we get him with a bull? And throw the dynamite. You see the little eye? That's a blind effect that my dynamite does to the target. Now I'm waiting for him to do that, pretty much, so I can bowl him away, but I missed. And he was able to do his little spinny thing, which gives him a shield, so he was able to absorb that damage. Don't ask me why I threw that. It's premature explosion. Don't ask. It's a common symptom amongst Lone Stars. But I didn't realize that this guy was still trying to kill him, so I didn't get the satisfaction of the kill, and then I get totally demolished by dynamite there. And my teammate here, I can't tell his name while he's moving around. I thought it was Cowbell. I am not certain. Let's see. No, can't see it. Something like that. Cowell, something like that. He was able to take down the Froggy G just well. And our Leon isn't that great. You'll see here in a few minutes, he just kind of jumps around. He's not really, I mean, he got a good tongue thing off there to a great extent. It's like a little mini yank. And he ends up not being very useful, like so. Like he could get in there and do a lot of damage after he's done stealthing, but he isn't doing that. And that's what I'm thinking right now. It's like, okay, well, this other guy's doing fairly well. This cowbell guy doing fairly well to help me, you know, push this lane back, but at the same time we have like an incompetent person on our team that isn't doing too well. And, you know, me. No, the Leon. So he's not helping. He should be out back dooring their turrets and putting pressure on back there, keeping them off ours, but I know that we're having a hard time just defending, so I'm not going to get on his case too much. So what am I trying to do here? Let's try to kill the Froggy G, right? I was able to get him with the dynamite sticks that I have, which does a lot of damage. Again, does a lot of damage, and I finally kill him. Yes! So satisfying. Feeling good at this point, although our base is totally under attack. This is like in League of Legends, when your Nexus is totally, like, naked, and you're just defending against super minions. And you're like, I can't do anything. I can't push out of the base. But we're so far into the game at this point, because I joined late, remember? This game's been going on already way longer than 15 minutes. And I'm not realizing while I'm playing this that their spawn time is so long. Like, they're not back at our base already, so I could go by, the pressure's off a little bit. Let's get a slow-moving missile on my left-click attack. And if you couldn't tell, by the way, on the bottom, it's left-click, right-click, and middle-click, and then W or space works for that, for the jump. Just in case I get any questions about how the controls work. You could do W, S, E, R, or Q, W, E, you know what I mean. I can't see my keyboard. It's way under my desk right now. Just don't ask. But you could do those control setups, but the natural setup at the bottom you could see is left click, right click, middle click, and W or space if you're so inclined. So let's try to kill this Froggy G again. We were able to pin him against our base there, but he managed to do his little twirly thing, which gives him a shield, so it negates the damage. So I'm going to try heal up a bit. Quick, come back out. Let's charge up my dynamite, try to get a good hit off on him. Ooh. I managed to get that guy, but their Froggy G, once again, trying to attack our base. And at this point in the game, we pretty much keep doing this over and over and again. We're just waiting for them to come at us. But like I said, I didn't realize that their spawn times were getting longer and longer, and we weren't dying as much. In fact, I was doing a lot better. I think I didn't get the kill there. I thought I did. Oh well. But I'm able to get this Froggy G, like so. And that music that plays, totally worth it. So what am I doing? I realized, wait a second, they're taking forever to get over here once they die. So I'm like, I'm going to push a lane. I'm actually going to push out, because that's the only way we're ever going to win. So let's do that. Let's go off this direction. Let's kill these bots, which I actually don't need to, and I figured that out later. Dangerously walking on the crack and pit. And I'm like, okay, bull, TNT, good, wow, lots of damage. I'm like, I could do this. I could do this, bull, TNT, yes, die turret, and TNT. Yes, got a turret, awesome. Now, if we could just do that one more time, get this other turret down, and get to their base, do a ton of damage. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. And then Froggy G shows up, and I'm like, run away. They're coming, run! And I actually managed to do a pretty good escape here. He tries to get me. I think I get a bowl off. Oh, no, he does get a stun off. But I'm able to do quite a bit of damage. You saw half his HP bar go down there with one TNT. And, oh. See, in my line of work, we call that a butt pucker moment. That was so close. It was like, if something breathed on me, I would have died. So it's like, okay, well, let's do that again. Let's kill their team off here. Let's hit a bull. Throw some TNT. Oh, the guy's almost dead. Get him. Ooh, got a killing spree achievement there. Awesome. I love my Steam achievements. If you didn't know, the beta is ran on Steam. The game will probably be only released on Steam at first. I don't know if there'll be a standalone client. But it does use the Steam social stuff to allow you to invite friends and whatnot. So, in case you were wondering where you can pick it up, Steam's probably going to be the best bet. But I can't guarantee that. I actually have no idea what their model is going to be like. So, back to commentary. What are we gonna do? We're gonna try to kill some more bots, obviously. Clearly. Wait for my cooldown. By now, I think their Froggy G's almost back, so Bull, TNT, go, 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 go. Oh, geez, Froggy G. Shows up out of nowhere. Does a ton of damage to me, and I'm just not able to get away. Just keep going. Ooh, good hit, good hit. Can I? Bull, no, I bulled too late. Yeah. A little bit disappointing. My killing spree ended. It's a 25-second drop time, and then I actually have to drop, so this isn't good. But you can see how I'm going 7-4. It's not too bad. That's actually fairly decent. But I hope this gives you the best idea of the game that you can get, giving you an entire match, or at least as close to an entire match as I can get. I've recorded like 3 other matches, but they all were terrible, and I started like 5 minutes before the end of the game, so we lost, unfortunately. GG it up to them. They did well. They were able to kill us pretty quickly, but yeah, you know, I went 7-4. That's not too bad for rarely ever playing that character. Our poor Leon didn't do too well, and their team did fairly well. I mean, there was only one of them that was actually a positive as far as kill to death ratio, but it's a fun game. I would suggest keeping your eye out for it. Try to get into the beta and or try to buy the game when it comes out. But on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys next time.